Hi everyone, how are you doing? I finally got all settled down here in my room in London, and so I wanted to make this short video just to tell you how I've been doing, how I'm, settling down, and how what's going on with university and all that. And also, I wanted to do that while showing you around not only my room, which is it's not that big, so it wouldn't take the whole video to film it. But I want to go around the block just so you guys see where I live because I'm very, very excited of where I live. So, anyways, do you want to come with me and take a look at the neighborhood? Let's go. Okay, so in terms of the room, just before we leave, there's not much to show you. There's the fridge. There's a little board. That's my bed and the night table. That's my TV setup, which I had to get my Apple TV from home because honestly, I would have missed it so much. I love watching movies and getting my mind off of university a little bit sometimes. The Apple TV for me is just perfect for that. And then on this side, we've got my little desktop setup for when I have to study or film videos and everything. I haven't been filming much, only on Instagram and giving little updates there because it's taken a little time to adapt to this whole new routine and knowing where things are and everything. So, even though sometimes I want to take my camera out and film where I'm going or anything, sometimes it's hard because I have to also get my maps app and follow somewhere new. And so it's a little bit, dangerous to be filming or also distracting. I want to be focused on driving my bike, which I haven't shown you, but this is my bike. It's a nice setup. It gets me everywhere I need to go. Without this, honestly, I don't think I would have made it here. Anyways, I'm gonna head out and I'll see you outside in a minute.
On a run from my given disaster, speed away from the holy mind, pride. That's where I never thought it would matter. If I'm gone by now, all my weakness keep on.
I am now outside my building. I am staying in a postgraduate building called Good Enough College. It's a nice two-building residence for postgraduate students in the middle of London. It's right in the center, so very much everything is a little bit away from home. I can take most of the stations to everywhere I need to go, and yeah, so that makes it a really unique place to live because it might be a little more expensive than other places from what I've heard from other scholars that got the same scholarship that I did. But when you end up thinking about all the transportation fees and the bills and everything which are covered here, you know that this is the right place. And especially when you add up the community of people who live there, who live here, and how many events and things we do every single week, it really makes it the most worth it opportunity that I've seen so far here in London. So on this side, we've got some pretty looking London apartments, which I really, really like. They're very fancy, I guess. And on this other side, in between my building and the other building, we have a park. And what's great about that park is that it's actually only for the residents of the community, so we can go there and read, and just get some silent time, alone time. So it's great. So how have my days been so far? Okay, so I arrived 3 weeks ago or so, and well, actually, it's been a month now that I arrived. The thing is that, the first things I had to do once I got here was to quarantine, and that was a long experience of 10 days of quarantining. It was okay. I'm not going to say like it was the worst experience ever, but it was definitely not something that I'm used to, because you might say, you're in a hotel, how can you complain? But honestly, um, the fact that you're not able to go out but just once every day, like for 15 minutes a day, it, it wasn't that good. Although in my specific hotel, the staff was very nice, so they let us go out like more than just that. This is the other building. This is the central building of the community. It's called the London House, and it's where I have to go eat my meals every day. The meals are great. They have all different kinds of meals. They really like Indian food here in London, so I'm getting used to Indian food. I really like it, but sometimes it can be a little bit too spicy, and I thought there was not such a thing as too spicy for me, but yeah, Indian food is that for me. Once I was out of the hotel, that was on Friday the 8th, I got here and things changed a lot for the better. I started feeling a lot more like I got a new home, and I was taking advantage of all the people I met. Now, I will say it was kind of a shocking experience for me to see everyone in the building and outside, really everywhere, not wearing a mask. Because I've been telling everyone how in Costa Rica, people still wear masks. I think people are very responsible in that sense. That to the point, to the extent that they'll wear a mask even outside. I used to wear a mask outside if I was walking down the street or something. I wouldn't, take it off until I got home to my own place or somewhere I knew. Yeah. But here, everyone's not wearing masks because, the larger amount of people in the country have now been vaccinated and everything. So the restrictions have now been lifted a little bit more than in other countries. But it's great. I think I've gotten used to it. I still wear my mask every so often to events, to restaurants and stuff like that. To class, definitely, especially because my university makes it mandatory to wear a mask, which is something that relieves me a little. But yeah, it's something that I've had to gotten used to. Okay, now that you've seen both of the buildings, and I swear I'm going to do another video where I show you inside the buildings, but today, honestly, I have to do a lot of things like laundry, which is an experience and an adventure for me. But anyway, I'm going to take you to the nearest park, which I really like. It's right around the corner. We have to go through what's being called by the locals as the Stabby Alley, which doesn't make it sound good, but honestly, in broad daylight, it's fine, and it's a nice place to go through. So that's where we're at right now. It's basically just an alley that gets us faster to where we need to go. In terms of university, things have been going okay, I think. I think my master's is very manageable in the sense that we don't have an assignment every single week. We do have to read a lot, but honestly, the discussions are so great. We're doing topics like what happens to your data after you die, to your online data, like other topics like gender, technology, and how the scope of technology may change depending on who created it and what user is using it. So it's great, yeah. This is one of the parks that is right across from where I live, and I love it here. This is one of the things that I really like about London that I haven't seen in other places, and is the fact that they have a park in every corner, in every single block. And right now I arrived in autumn or fall, and I love the trees and everything. It's an experience that I hadn't lived so far. So now I'm gonna take you to the Brunswick Center, which is a center that is very close to where I live and where I usually get my coffee. Nothing on either side, so let's go. I hope it isn't too boring to come with me to get coffee, but I just thought it would be a nice touch to introduce my videos in London. I'm not gonna film a lot here because I'm still getting used to filming outside and, you know, people staring at me, but it's got a cinema and everything, or a movie theater, I don't know what words to use anymore, and it's got a Starbucks, which I can't you know, deny that I love. So anyways, now that I'm here, that's it for my video. I'm gonna see you guys next week where I show you the insides of the buildings. Sounds great. All right, see you guys. Bye.